Ready yet? Ugh.
Action, adventure.
Action, adventure. Nonsense.
Last time on.
Last time on Maquis. Crow! Liquid! Insert a clip of the North Star. Okay, provided that this turn order is accurate, it is Eagle's turn. His widened eyes, now that he's looking at you, narrows slightly into a more scrutinizing but very clearly attentive gaze on you as the... What was that?
Nothing important.
Well, then people need to not. Okay. As the machine guns are beginning to move, he advances to... I don't have a large scale of this. We might just have a map and have the spider to scale so people can move along it. That actually sounds kind of neat. Okay. We should have done that before. Too late now. He moves to the side of you and in an attempt, because you're at one of the hatches, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah.
So he tries to move around, and as he's moving around, slightly crouched a bit, he's gonna open fire on you in an attempt to get around your partial hatch cover there.
I have a defense on file.
Your valve shell OC is noted in the log.
Yep.
Okay. That does certainly count as a repeater. Yes, it does. As he's moving around and the hatch does not swivel, he will be avoiding your cover.
I like my cover. My cover is what keeps me at the obligatory 3 points of damage.
Switching.
No, not my cover. Not the cover. Anything but. Okay, switching to phone.
Okay.
Echo!
Goody.
Echo the dolphin!
Cool. With the movement of the walker, the volley of shots go around you as his aim was thrown off.
Haha!
Con is beginning to move the machine out of here. Yes, I am moving. DOS machine. Seven. Because you know what? I have decided to try to make this thing slightly more to scale.
By slightly, we mean a lot bigger.
Move these objects, especially that drawing. Get that drawing out of here.
Check 1 2.
Check 1 2.
Check. No box. These guys. You right shear slightly outside of thing. Okay. Khan is able to get the construction walker moving. Unfortunately, the urban area is a bit more cramped for fast movement activities. So with the machine, with the walker, causing a bit of ground turbulence for those on top of it, you are hearing, and depending on your angle, seeing some depressions in the ground as Khan is actually trying to raise the throttle on this thing versus being concerned with the delicacy of appearance. So far, you're still in the construction designated area. Though on the lessly populated urban part of it, although from what you've seen of the city, that will soon change. Medium to small-sized buildings, mostly fronts, like storefronts and such, that are in the process of being repurposed into more industrial things, are around you at the moment. So some things with stacks, what kind of worker dormitory kind of buildings, the beginnings of manufacturing plants for small items. Those kind of buildings are starting to move quicker past. At this point, it's kind of leisurely in the movement. Okay. Let's see. Rory, are you still like driving and such?
Correct.
Yes.
for love.
Things I do for love.
Did I miss the repair roll at all?
No, he hasn't made it yet.
Okay.
No, it was not my turn.
No, it was not my
Okay,
turn
well,
yet.
it is now.
Repair roll.
Repair roll
It was
of it was 30
nice.
flat.
Okay, you are definitely seeing areas that could be overclocked. You just need to. How are you wanting to go about this? Are you wanting to add external objects like power packs and other such items you have on you, or are you wanting to go a more jury rigging route and take out like the governor and stuff like that impose artificial limits on the device?
Getting rid of artificial limits.
You told Crow this might get a little bumpy.
Okay. Well, with that, you'll take your you'll take your tools, start unshielding things, taking devices off, fusing a few things here and there to short out some fail safes for the system. Useful things like that. Sorry, one moment. As you are doing that, the motion of the walker is proving to be a little bit of an issue. So to keep yourself in a somewhat stabilized position, as these repairs were really meant to be done when the thing is attempting to move at a fast pace, could I get a dexterity roll? If you, since you're driving and such, if you remember your dex, you can just tell me and I can roll it.
3 decks.
3 decks.
Plus 1.
Plus 1.
Just 3.
Just
So
3.
3D plus 1?
3 plus 1?
3 flat.
No, 3 flat.
Oh, nice. Your power die had some nice rolls there. A 664 for a total of 19. So yeah, you're able to find a good place to brace yourself and use and kind of use a tool and then like switch out, occasionally having to operate with one hand to gain the proper stabilization. Do you remember what your perception is for an initiative roll?
3 as well.
3 as well.
Nice. Okay. Crow, is that 25 new or old?
That's new.
Okay.
I rolled that at the end of last session, after I'd taken my turn.
Okay, cool. With the walker picking up speed, it is now your turn. Keep in mind that while in the image the legs are static, they are of course moving, going either some joints going either higher or lower than your level, depending on the motion and such.
Okay, I'm shouting directions to Khan so he can get the command bonus.
You okay?
And I'm continuing to use the hatch for cover. I am popping up one gun. I'm using my double tap. I'm going to have the high-powered gun. I'm shooting at Eagle. The other gun, I'm using double tap to kind of shoot near his feet in an effort to not shoot him, but try to make him move so he loses footing.
So you're wanting to trip him or like force him to move closer to the edge?
I'm trying to compromise his balance by shooting at his feet with the intent of making him adjust his stance in a way that is hopefully, because he is not expecting it, will compromise his balance to either fall over or, if I'm really lucky, fall off this thing.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that's a trip or what that is, but yeah, 2 shots are not for damage. They're just to
Okay.
throw them off.
That is the dance monkey dance roll.
Okay.
Gets plus 5D to Walker and 2 boosts to Walker.
Okay.
And assuming I hit Eagle, he will be taking 23 damage.
Kills. That's right there. Gotcha. 23. Okay. You are successfully able to hit him as your quick pop and shot is a little hard for him to predict. That's what the thing. He does step back to near the edge, and making a dex roll for him as he's trying to not get shot by any more of your blasts. And your damage is 23.
If he's chewing it or slapping somebody.
Huh. Okay. You see him slip off the edge.
Go back.
I gotta admit, did not expect that to work.
Okay. Okay, Rory, you were still in the middle of your rigging at the moment.
In the middle of that action. Nice.
In the middle of that
Yeah,
action.
'cause it'll take a little bit to undo some of the stuff that you're trying to undo.
I figured as
I figured as such.
so. Gotta keep doing that.
So,
Okay.
just gotta keep doing that.
I am going to be rolling another dex roll for you to make sure that you maintain your. Okay, that's good. That's good. Able to maintain yourself. A little more shaky than.
Did you give him the 1D assist bonus for reset for the hot wire?
Not for the heart wire, but he rolled high enough that Plus, I think he rolled that one, so yeah, I think it was a high number. Since it was a pop out shot, I think you duck down below
Yes.
the okay.
I had on danger sense to know if he's about to come out, jump over the thing and try to kick me in the head.
Gotcha.
Unless he's dumb enough to come in from my peripheral cameras. With it.
Yes. Okay. You don't sense any impending attacks, and aside from a cry of surprise, you didn't hear any swearing or something, which would indicate that maybe he's fallen to the ground. You didn't hear anything like that.
Alright.
Step 96. Okay. The walker continues to increase speed. The ground at this point is rumbling a bit. You can tell from the street lamps and such are vibrating a bit just at the motion of this thing as it's picking up.
I only fell off the initiative tracker. That means he's gone, right?
New initiative, please.
Yep.
So we're going another round.
Yeah.
By the way, I am home.
By the way, I am home, but my roommate is currently messing with electronical nonsense, so he has the power off. So I will continue on my phone. I do have dice though. So 3. 8.
Okay. You will hear the rapid pulse of a repeating blaster go off from what would be behind you, but clearly outside.
Hmm.
Okay. I will. So you're gripping on to essentially like the hatch ladder. I take it.
Probably.
Okay.
With the magnets and the grip boot and the grip equipment, enhancing.
Okay. Can you make a lifting roll with bonuses from your grip stuff, as there is a the sound of some kind of it sounds like have you heard of like a free whirring mechanism before?
Mm-hmm.
You hear a few sounds like that and a few inorganic whining noises as there is a sudden hiccup in the movement of the walker. I will need a excuse me. I'll need a
17.
15. Okay. I'll need another dex roll from you, Rory, as you aren't as well. Like you aren't already gripping something like a ladder that is really kind of being stationary.
Yeah.
Khan will call out. I'm losing some motivation on the aft left leg.
Did you apply scale modifier?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the 2d6. That's right.
Yeah.
We're not using the capping one in this one. We're using the other scale modifier.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a total of. It's gonna be a total of.
Yeah, we can sit down there to help you and give you a 2d, an extra d.
Oh, wait.
No, this is for his dexterity.
Oh, the dexterity. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, 11. While you do, while you do complete your task of removing the devices just in time, with this sudden kind of rocking of the main housing that you're in, you do lose your grip and fall towards the area you're working on, but you're able to catch yourself just in time to not like bash your head in on the mechanics and electronics you're working on. This, however, does put you out of position and will give you a slight penalty to your next roll dealing with this equipment, as you need to take a few moments to resituate yourself.
Got it.
Okay, and speaking of Rory, it is your move. With you having removed the governor, there is a just general sound of the legs working a bit overtime and getting more speed. The ride is becoming a bit rougher, just because it's now moving quicker. You would guess that removing the governor has, to use mechanical terms, increased the walker's speed by 10.
Sweet. Every little bit counts.
Yep.
Every little bit counts.
Is there there anything else that you'd like to do? You could start doing jury rigs to increase it further versus just removing safeties. You could
Unmentioned.
yeah. There's the motivation on the aft left leg is low. Is lower than the others. It's messing up the synchronicity and the power of the general movement.
Was that because of me or because of outside? Was that because of me or because of outside forces?
Right before the juking motion, there was the sound of blaster fire.
Okay, so assumably outside forces.
You can't see how anything you did in here would have affected that leg.
Once more. Say again, please.
You don't see how anything you would have done in here would have affected that leg.
Okay, so assumably it was the outside force. Okay. Does there seem to be a way for Rory to climb his way over there?
How what's the stature of Rory? I was under the impression it was like not bulky.
Yeah. Not bulky. Yeah.
Okay.
Not bulky. More like honestly kind of like Luke Skywalker kind of build,
okay.
Very just athletic.
Give me a search roll since you don't have any like super professional familiarity with the Walker design itself. So give me a search roll if you don't mind, just to see if you can locate any kind of internal means of accessing it.
Roger that. Ooh. Okay. One second, waiting for my sheet so I can get confirmation. Shouldn't be too long. There's only just one small thing to add. Oh, I add an extra D. What is this? 38?
Holy crap! Okay,
38?
Yeah. With the recent jostling of the cabin, for lack of a better term, some of the internal cargo was shifted around enough for you to be able to see a hatch. It doesn't look like it was meant specifically as a human-sized maintenance hatch, but you think you could slip through, and it looks like it would lead to the internals of that particular leg.
Rory will give it a shot.
Okay.
Rory will give it a shot. Funny enough, we actually have something for that.
Oh, what do you think? What do you have that can help?
He does have flexible. Have flexible.
Yeah.
That helps.
After getting the door open, I will need a dexterity, or if you have acrobatics to kind of squeeze in through the hatch, which your flexibility would count for.
Okay. And that is good. That's only going to be a 9.
Okay.
Dice giveth and dice taketh away.
You try to squeeze in. As you're trying to squeeze in, the same fortune that moved the box out of the way to make this easily seeable has moved the box onto your back leg, arresting your momentum to squeeze through. It's not crushing your leg or anything, but it is enough weight to kind of like, you'll need to like try to kick it off.
Okay, fair enough. May I attempt to kick it off, or
next round? Because that was just my description for you not rolling high enough to get through.
Oh, perfectly fair.
Okay. Crow.
Yes.
It is your turn. There is clearly a uneven feeling of the high-speed motion of the walker now. The synchronicity feels off in terms of the coordination of the legs and making this thing get out of the city. You see closing now a bit quicker. The lights of the more active part of the city coming up soon. Basically, at the end of the round, you'll be in a more populated area.
Okay. Well, Dingbat's gotta go. He's fucking up the walker. Can't have that now.
Fuck with our new toy. Fuck with our new toy.
If this survives, are you guys gonna make the Tachikoma Supreme?
You bet your ass. You bet your ass. Heard of a daddy long leg. Heard of a daddy long leg.
Gonna make a giant mechanical spider. Wild Wild West.
Okay. It looks like you're maintaining your...
I'm maintaining the same bonuses, yeah.
Okay, and you're giving yourself 5 dice to blaster. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay, that explains that. Okay. Okay.
As I say, as before, 2 shots to keep them off balance, 1 shot that actually means business.
Okay,
if nothing else, it will make it harder for her to predict which shots are legitimate.
When you pop up, he apparently has been keeping an eye on the hole that you're in, and sprays some suppressive fire in your direction. Okay, so the suppressing fire from a repeater is a -5 to your rolls.
Just a flat -5?
Yeah. Clearly not the damage, because that's separate from suppressive fire. I don't know how that affects some of your stuff.
Well, just, if he's just knocking 5 off my head, he knocks 5 off my head.
Oh, it's 5 off of things you're doing, because it's distracting.
Okay, so it's -5 to everything.
As I understand the suppressive fire, yeah. Though arguably you could have made the command before popping out. So, looking at a 49.
That's yeah, because I assume the command is he's probably shouting down these things up to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, it's everyone who's having a cyber connection issues. So that'd be -5 to my blaster roll, so that brings me down to 49, and -5 to me dodge, which brings me down to 36.
That's not a number. He's rolling a D36, guys. I assume that's okay with everyone?
No.
Nope. Seems legal to me. Your blasters that. Bring it to. Well, you blast him again. He is able to only take a few steps back from your dancing shot versus the extreme steps he initially took, and your damage is.
It would be the one times 2 on it.
Okay, so it would be the 22.
Yeah, it would be the 22.
Is that
Is
that all you're going to do?
Seems to be working.
I already see your trick. You're gonna have to use some more of those shots to actually hit me.
Crow, is he taunting you?
Trying.
Crow, is he taunting you?
Okay. Rory, it is your turn. You can try to slip through the hatchway again. Yes. Yes. With whatever bonus flexible gives you. Okay, so... Not the rolls are not the best. Yeah, everything is under strength.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have to turn off my data. Okay. And strength. Strength.
Yep, that's enough to kind of get the box fully. You hear it clatter a little bit.
Okay, and then I am -1. Because multiple actions.
Okay. Not bad.
Okay. Not bad. That's gonna be...
Nice. Okay, you're able to slip yourself in. The sides of your arms squeezing against the hatchway for a few moments. As you slip in, you are in a area of darkness, a crawl space of darkness, if you will, with a few strands of light about 10 feet beyond, illuminating servos and gears. You're hearing the definite rapid roaring and motion of actuators just rumbling the entire area that you're in. These strands of light from 10 or so feet away are likely where the body of the machine was damaged from the blaster fire.
Okay, so I can see where the blaster fire damage.
Okay, so I can see where the blaster fire damage.
It's 10 feet away, so you'll need to use a little bit of your movement. Other than that, and what scant light is coming from the hatchway, it's dark, so you're not able to see that much aside from darkness and tiny bits of light coming from diodes and stuff on circuit boards.
Even with Stormtrooper helmet?
I'm not sure how your thermal sight would be able to give you decent resolution here.
No, it's just I also... Oh yeah, I forgot, because I remember from one of the Rebel games, they apparently have night vision. And I'm like, oh.
Shadow of the Emperor?
Shadow of the Emperor? No, not much Shadow of the Emperor. Oh. Yeah, that's fair. But I'll move, and I think
Okay.
that will probably be all my turn.
Since you're moving in relative darkness around potentially dangerous machines, um, could I get another dex roll? Your flexibility does not matter here. It's just a chance of whether something snags you or not.
Actually,
Okay,
glow
yeah.
rod. What am I
If you
doing?
actually have a glow rod on you, which I'm pretty sure you do.
Come here. There we go.
Boom. Okay, you have light. You see now where you need to go. So yeah, I don't need that dex roll since you can see your environment. You know enough to not go near things that can trap your hand.
I can see. I
And from
can
this distance,
fight.
you can see that there are various fluids coming out of the damaged portion, along with some burning of the machinery itself.
Well, there's your problem.
Okay, Crow.
Yep.
Tis your move.
Alright. Looking at the image, it looks like he's. I'm operating under the assumption most of it appears to be armored. Yes?
What's of his outfit?
Yeah.
He is. Considering he has this cloth thing over his clothing, from what you can see of what he's wearing,
Like, I'm guessing his chest is armored considering he's gotten hit several times and been okay.
yeah. Give me a knowledge roll. I'm already factoring in bonuses that you're from the military,
Okay.
unless you can think there's some other
No.
identifying skill.
That's about great. 10.
Fine. Okay, yeah. Because if you are, you can recognize this. It looks like a differently stylized energy dampening cloth, from what you can tell of like the pants and such.
And if I remember right, the energy dampening vest is the one that has good energy soak but falls on the physical soak.
Right.
It's like plus 1d versus energy and plus 1 pip versus physical.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's essentially flipped from that of
Blast vest, yeah.
from that of a blast vest. This seems to be a slightly different style. You're not sure whether he's modified it or he just bought it from somewhere else. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to take a gamble because I lose nothing by doing this. If it doesn't work, that means he probably wouldn't notice I did it anyway. I'm going to, lay into him with the blaster fire like I've been doing. But as I'm doing that, I'm going to slip in a dart from my dart launcher also.
I remember, is your dart launcher a wrist
Yeah,
thing?
it's in his wrist.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I'm saying. He can just slip it in,
Yeah.
no problem. If it, considering it has to do at least a point of damage to infect him with anything, if it doesn't penetrate the armor, I'll know that it's denser than, and he possibly won't realize I did it, because if he doesn't feel the prick, he doesn't realize he's been darted. So, I guess I'll do dart for the leg. Less likely to notice there, and also less likely to be armored as heavily.
Okay.
Give him some bat venom. Thank you, Hunter, for your bat venom. Your incredibly cheap bat venom as compared to the 2,000 credits a pop that does the same thing. Venom.
That does. Let me check that. With that, okay. And you're laying into them and you're slipping in a dart.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. What's the 29 in this case? Or is that still part of the blaster?
Yeah, those are the damages for the blasters. 26 from the 226 hits. Again, trying to throw off his balance.
Oh, okay. I see. Damage 3 plus 21. Okay.
I did 3 shots, which is the 42.
Oh, I'm looking.
The damage 3 plus 21 is 3 is the,
that's
the
for the dart.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Your blaster shots, since at this point you weren't trying to make him dance anymore from what
No,
I
the
okay.
first 2 shots are still to keep him, trying to keep him off balance.
Oh, okay.
Because we're on a highly moving vehicle, keeping him off balance is still my advantage.
Okay.
I don't know if that's technically suppressing fire or what that is.
I could definitely treat that as suppressing fire in this case. Yeah, considering he realizes that you're not actually trying to shoot him with those blasts, but he's still in. He still is.
But he knows a
not,
real shot is in there,
yeah.
so he can't exactly go, oh, those 2 shots aren't gonna.
Okay.
And that's the real trick, is trying to make him figure out which one's the legitimate shot.
That's a legitimate point. I will have him roll this then. Okay. Wow, he rolled all the 6s on that. Okay. Heals. Let me let you. And that compares to that. That is on the dot, actually. So, title that. Okay, cool. You see where the dart hits the leg? With how it's moving, you're pretty sure that it got caught up in the cloth and didn't reach the skin.
Meaning, it is at least somewhat armored, and 1d6 of damage is not going to get through it. More than likely.
Yeah, I mean, you could get lucky. But, yeah, the armor appears reinforced. So, a couple extra layers.
Okay. Which just means the next shot I'll have to go for neck, ear, or something exposed.
Yeah, his neck and his face are exposed.
Take me seriously, damn it! Take me seriously, damn it!
Oh, he is taking me seriously. He's still moving. He knows at least one of those shots is dangerous. He can't predict which ones aren't.
No, I meant him.
Oh, yeah.
I meant him. I meant him. He's like,
Hey,
take me seriously!
That's why I'm keeping him over there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Shoot me like a normal person!
I'm trying to be strategic, damn it. Shut up.
Oh, upside with Crow engaging him, he can't shoot up the legs.
Exactly. And if I do this long enough, eventually he'll trip on one of the blast marks I made and fall.
I know, right?
I'm creating rough terrain 2 shots at a time.
Pew 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 pew.
Two great terrain. 2 shots at a time.
I suppose I could just go over there and hit with a flying, jump kick or a repulsor blast, but that's too easy.
Alright.
Alright. 3-minute call, just to let you know.
Call it.
The walkers are moving at this new max speed. Lights essentially rush up from all around you as you have now hit a urban urban area.
You are remembering his bonus, is that good?
Yeah, that's why he rolled like a 50-ish.
I'm just making sure,
Yeah.
because I know they do get forgotten sometimes.
That is true.
And here they're kind of important.
You hear the sounds of essentially speeder horns, and the occasional as people that aren't quite skilled enough to maintain their driving when there's a fucking walker blazing down for its size, blazing down the street, like crashing into dumpsters. You'll get glimpses of some people that either through panic or skill are trying to maintain an area like under the walker and between the legs.
You see, now I feel like I have to Spartan boot him into the side of a Mack truck at some point.
If you'd like.
But of course, he's going to bounce off and lay right back on top of this thing because it's turned into a dead or alive fighting ring. Can't knock him out.
If you want to use your blast guns, you can go right ahead. The airspeeder traffic is slightly disturbed by this. You basically have the aerial equivalent of, when you slow down because there's a cop car doing stuff, you kind of want to know what's going on. There's like the airspeeder equivalent of that going on with some of the pilots.
Rubberneckers and looky-loos.
All those rubberneckers and looky-loos.
All those rubberneckers and looky-loos. Look on. You have the nuts to walk away. Yeah, cool guys.
People are scattering in the buildings. Some of the anti-riot army people dive into some alleyways. A few ballsy ones raise up their rifles and fire, but sunblasts have no effect on a giant walker. So
Sure they do. What are you talking about?
So you're seeing these intense rings of bluish energy just slam into the walker, and the walker doesn't give a care.
Oh no, they stunned the walker.
Oh shit, they stunned the walker.
Oh shit, they stunned the walker.
Okay. Give me. Okay. Eagle takes a moment to holster the repeater and take out his pistol. Well, technically the other thing was a pistol too, but it's more like an Uzi. That armor really isn't for show, isn't it? You're putting up far more resistance than I normally get. As he says this, he's he's walking up to you, firing the pistol at you.
Okay.
He is clearly doing this in a similar fashion to you, not to hit you, but to try to keep you off balance. He's doing pistol suppressive fire, which isn't as good as
Do the same thing.
well, he can't really move Crow, so he's just trying to be like, yeah, I'm shooting at you. You have to pay attention to that now, don't you? Who knows? So, like, you know, like shooting to his side, shooting at the hatch above his head, that kind of thing. The sounds from the blaster, though, might be throwing you off a bit more than him just shooting at you, just because it sounds so comparatively quiet for a blaster.
You and your blaster suppressor. Greg, you're on deck.
Yeah. As he's approaching you and shooting at you, and actually, let me give him a minus as you were essentially doing a similar thing to him earlier. So, there's that.
Nice. Nice.
As he's approaching you, shooting you, he goes to kick one of your blasters out of your hand. I forgot the subtraction for that. Subtract 3 from that 45.
That was 42.
Yeah.
My defense is 57.
Oh, that's right. It's Omni for you, isn't
Dodge
it?
is Omni for me, yeah.
Okay.
Yay, Kung Fu style.
Okay, kill. So you're able to move your hand out of the way as he tries to kick your weapon. Okay. Greg. It is your turn. The problem is currently in front of you. You definitely see what the issue is.
Mm-hmm.
But unless you brought unless you brought like one of the major toolkits with you, it looks like you're gonna have to jury rig an answer with what you have on you and the damaged equipment.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
A walker repair roll, please. If you don't have that, then it's just technical. Is mini reset with him?
If Mini Reset is allowed to be in there to help him, Mini Reset would like to help him.
There is enough room for mini reset to be in there, so mini reset gives you a bonus.
That's gonna be my role.
That's gonna be my role, and I am gonna basically go quiet to finish up your stuff, but I'm essentially
So yeah, he gets describe his thing, and then we can go on break.
You are able through a combination of mesh tape and melting down little metal knickknacks you have on you to form makeshift solder. You are able to repair the boards and plug the fluid leaks. Looking around, you actually are able to see a fragment of hull that was blasted inward. While charred, it is enough to, with Mini Reset's assistance, because I believe Mini Reset has like a small laser welder or something.
Among other things, yeah. He's basically got an astromech toolkit at this point.
You're able to use that piece of metal to reinforce the hold of the mesh tape. The mesh tape's only going to last so long under the PSI. And then you put the metal on, instruct reset, kind of welded into place. There's now like a thunking noise when the hydraulics move, but at least it's no longer. At least the PSI is back up, and there's a bit of a thrum as the legs are getting in sync again, and it picks up speed as its relative horsepower matches the rest of the now enhanced system specs.
Yay!
Yay! Back on track.
Okay.
All right, I shall catch you all in about an hour.